This is being recorded. Of the palms. Come into the center, smile, just smile, relax, close your eyes, press your palms together, bring them to your heart, and slow your breath down. Just tune in, full deep breaths at the belly, rib cage and chest. Feel the wave of your breath. See if you can expand your awareness in all directions. Take your focus off of this sensory world and get into your inner world, your inner senses, your awareness. Feeling the peace, feeling the infinite possibility, the pure potential, open to receive, and connected to the light, connecting to that golden sunrise, that beautiful golden light, sparkling light. Let's take that light into our physical being. As you inhale, draw the light of the sun directly into your heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center. Allow it to expand. And then as you exhale, send the light through the crown like a fountain, clear out your space. Inhaling again, the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center. Expand it, radiate, glow. Exhale through the crown fountain. Inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Take your time, enjoy it, fill up with that light, hold it at the heart, see it expanding, radiant, beautiful, magnetic. Exhale through the crown fountain. Inhaling one more deep breath. Feeling that light at the heart center, see if you can inhale a little bit more. Pull your root lock, draw the energy up, bring it into your hands. Keep holding the breath, consolidate your energy. Cup the palms over your eyes and exhale slowly. Inhale deeply, hold the breath. Nourish yourself from your palms to your eyes, through your whole being. Everything you need is within you. And as you exhale, float the palms down, flutter the eyes open. May we see the truth. Good. Okay. Multiply. That's what I like to see. Going in, multiply. Okay. What are we going to talk about? Well, there's a lot that we could talk about. But my favorite thing to talk about is, what the heck are we doing here? What do you want to do? What do you want to do here? What's your point, right? So solstice, this is solstice, we have all of these cycles and rhythms, and it's very complex here. I don't know how we had this agreement, and it's really fascinating, that we follow all of these things, and it's most likely an illusion. Like, it's just weird. It's very odd, but it seems so real, right? Like, it's kind of fun when you look at it like that. Like, it's pretty interesting. So solstice, symbolically as well, it's a lot of light. And I was, like I said, participating in the event yesterday with Dr. Levry, and who's been my teacher for so long, and he's just so easy. Like, it's such a good model. He's so easy, just like ease and joy and light. And again, when you are living in the truth, when you're living as the embodiment of the truth, you, yes, are in the world, but not of the world. You can participate when you want and how you want in this world, by understanding that you are the creator, that you are directing the experience. So no matter what is the drama of this world, as he was calling it yesterday, this very, all of the drama and the emotional commotion that is going on in this world, like it's the same thing that we're talking about all the time, that all of the teachers are talking about. Are you willing? Are you disciplined enough? Are you using this drama and this emotional commotion to cultivate your discipline? To use it as an understanding that this is helping me to be able to command my experience, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the drama, regardless of what is going on in this world, that is going to be going on. And yes, it is an outpicturing of our, a lot of stuff, but of our, all of that stuff we've participated in. I don't even want to give it any kind of negative names, but you know what I mean? Like any, I say false beliefs or false patterns, but again, it's difficult to say false because when you believe it enough, it becomes true. So how is that false? It doesn't seem false because it's actually true because we believed in it enough. We believe that there's some kind of hierarchy of people, like better than, less than, like that's false. We know it's false, but somehow it's out pictured here. And it's come to be that that's how the world is operating, which is, again, like it's so bizarre to me. It's very bizarre, like it doesn't make any sense. And so this world has got all of this, misalignment, really, misalignment. I don't know how that started. I don't know where that started. I don't know where we participated. And this misalignment has continued. Like I've come to the conclusion, like I've said, for our own awakening, getting so yucky, so like just so blatantly not good that you cannot continue to participate. Like you just cannot. Not that you go in denial and, whatever you say that it doesn't exist, but in a way that like I'm going to revoke my power from that. Like I'm going to revoke my participation, my belief in that, clean it up for myself and decide how I'm going to participate in the world, starting with where? Me. How do I talk to myself? How do I treat myself? Am I being loving to me? Because again, we know that this is an outpicturing and states of being. So this multidimensional nature that we have, right? Well, of course, you can observe, like we've said, all of the dimensions. Like, just because you're in this state of being, let's say, like a radiant, sassy kind of, I'm tuning in, like a rosé drinking, patio dwelling, like whatever, you're having fun, sexy, easy state of being. But doesn't mean that the other states of being have gone away. You know what I mean? That they don't exist, or that you're not observing some other things. It's just, are you going to get back in the drama and participate there, or can you use your discipline to stay centered and and decide, and then know that your decision of that and uh, embodying the truth of a state of being is helping the world, is helping your world. Because again, the less you're giving attention and energy to something, the less food it has, and it's gotta go away. Like it has to wither, and that doesn't always look pretty, and that doesn't always, and we maybe will fall in or feel bad or try to clean it up or over there, like do some actions or whatever. But it really doesn't work. And you can spend a lot of time going back and forth in those kind of things until you actually realize, like, this state of awareness, greater awareness, to see that doesn't really serve me what I say that I want. it serves something. It serves some kind of clarity, I guess, or learning. But also, we, like I said, we spend a little too, we do it a little too long. Like we kind of keep doing it, and then it's just like, why? Why am I doing this to myself? And that was two things that I was going to say about yesterday, the event yesterday, and the solstice relating to the sunrise. That the solstice is like a sunrise, and I love the feeling. Who doesn't love the feeling of a sunrise, the symbol of a sunrise, like the dawn of a new day? But you can make it the dawn of a new whatever, the dawn of a new state of being, the dawn of a new era, the dawn of a new paradigm, the dawn of a new you, however you want to say it. It doesn't have to be all cosmic and esoteric. It just can be sweet and easy, right? So the sunrise. And then the other thing was emotional resiliency, emotional resiliency, and stability and balance. And how do we get emotional resiliency? Discipline. You need discipline because you have to train yourself, like I've been saying, that that is, it's just too much expenditure of your energy or spending of your energy, of your awareness, of your thoughts, your intentions, whatever that is. It's a lot of spending for really no return. Like you're just spending it when we get very emotionally caught up in things, and then we're not using that for anything transformative, which would then be more of an investment. But if you're investing yourself, you know that when you go to invest something, that you're going to get something back. So if we could practice with that little bit of space, like before we're about to like just get into the emotion. That's why we practice meditation. That's why we do breathing. That's why we do some rhythm. We practice being a little bit uncomfortable. So, you are giving yourself that space so that you can ask yourself this question: is this worth it? Is this worth it for me to get my emotions, continue my emotions going? Because listen, I'm not going to say that you don't react, because I react too. Like I react as well. If something bothers me or something isn't right, you know what I mean? Like someone says something mean to someone or treats someone in a certain way, or, sometimes you get a text and it's like the energy might be a little off or whatever. Like we can still react. Now, again, what do I do with those things about those reactions? Is that, I do take a pause, look at it. And like I've said so many times, I connect it back, right? I connect it back to where I've been dwelling, because it's never just out of nowhere. It never is. We may pretend we're confused, we don't understand. But again, like I've said so many times, if we are in integrity with ourselves, if we are honest with ourselves, we can easily trace it. Like I can't fool myself. I can't fool myself. I can easily trace it back to I've been holding a certain story, a certain pattern, a certain, whatever that is, about this person, about a circumstance, about this situation, whatever that is. And then I draw that same energy to me, right? So I then get to decide if I'd like to shift it, if I'd like to change it, if I'd like to tell a better story. Yeah, of course, we're always in alignment. So, I say, like, listen, I always change it. I know some people will say to me, like, I don't want to, like, I don't really care. I don't want to do that. I don't want to work on that story anymore. Or I don't care what they're doing or saying. Like, to me, it's not about them. It's always about me. So I always do it. And look, I'm not going to say I take a lot of time and I do a whole big thing around them and put light all around them and do all this fancy, nice stuff. No, I might just take 2 seconds, a minute, close my eyes and just have a better conversation or uplift them. Like truly, truly, like I said, in integrity, in my heart, in truth with myself, because nobody, it's all for you and nobody knows what you, if you do it or didn't do it, doesn't matter. But I'm saying for me, I know that it has definitely smoothed out my life. And before I send that text or before I write a message, or like I've said before I'm going to speak about someone or complain about someone, or not even complain, but just talk about someone that's not in an uplifting way. Like, is this necessary for me to say or write or communicate about? And we've talked about it before. This is not a right or wrong thing, because at the same time, we also know that we're human and we're trying to get clarity, and there are safe spaces that we have to communicate with each other. There's safe spaces that we have to communicate for clarity, on the road to clarity. Or maybe I'm not seeing something here, and this person that I trust and I feel safe is going to help me as an outpicturing of me to give me a little turn in the direction that I want to go. And that's cool. Like, that's fine. But mostly what I observe is just, again, like spouting off. Like, it's just like, kind of point out the obvious. For what? Is that what you want? Is that what I want? Is this what I want? That's what I always am asking myself. Is this what I want? So why am I saying that? Or why would I do that? Or why would it continue to perpetuate this? And I'm talking about in relationships, because we know that that's kind of our whole life. Like, that's how we grow. That's how we learn. This is how we are seeing ourselves. And where we're truly dwelling is the reflection we're getting back in relationship. But this is also extended into the world, because in our world as well, like I've said, we're seeing this big picture of the world. But when we're experiencing the world, once again, how are we experiencing the world? Through relating with people, through relating with people. We're still talking to people, in the store, in the line, on the street. Like, we're relating with people. This is a feedback loop, and we're getting our feedback all the time. So I'm working on that. I'm working on that, cleaning it up even more. Just asking myself, what do I want? And again, really being in that state of being, and watching that especially emotional component. Because again, our thoughts, we have so many thoughts. They're crazy town. Like, it's so many. And you may be aware of some familiar ones, but you're certainly aware of how you feel. You're certainly aware of your emotions, or at least it would be a good idea to pay more attention and rein it in, clean it up. You know, like I said, it's not anything wrong with seeing something you don't like and having a feeling about it. But what I'm suggesting, what I'm working on myself, what I've been doing is, when I do that, I immediately ask myself, I do a few things, but right now I am asking myself, what do I want? Well, because I'm over this. Like, I'm over it. So I'm just like back to like, what do I want? And then I go there, or I embody that state of being, or I work on that, because that's what I want, and I have been using my mental discipline and mental diet. And Dr. Lever was talking about emotional diet. I've heard him say that before, but I'm saying we talk always about mental diet. And I think that it could be expanded as like both, like a mental and emotional. Like, when I'm saying mental, we mean it as like what you're consuming in all ways. But I think it's actually helpful to point out emotional diet as well, because we don't realize that, again, when we're watching something, or we're listening to something, or we got a video, or we're all on social media, and these images are coming past our awareness, even if we're not really paying attention, that there's no filter there. You're in like an alpha state. When we're just sort of scrolling, we're sort of in like this light awareness. You are consuming, it's going in. So when it's going in, we're kind of like not really on alert. We're not really in guarding our gates, And I'm not saying you got to be like, oh, I can't look at that. I can't. I'm just saying be aware. That's it. Light awareness. Like, do I feel good? Is this evoking a good feeling in me? Do I have a good emotion right now? Even when I go to scroll, when I go to pick up my phone, when I go to do something, what state of being am I in? Am I in a good emotional state? Could I do something about that? Could I fix that right now? Could I sit with that right now? Like, I know it sounds like a lot to always be vigilant on this and deciding and like checking in, but I've been saying it before you go do anything, go for a walk, get on the phone, go make some food, whatever you're doing, it is a really good habit to get into, to check your state of being. And just like, and once you do it, once you've been doing it, it becomes like a habit, like a discipline, like a mental discipline and a mental and emotional discipline. And then you just do it. And then you just do it. And then it doesn't seem like it's work. Then you're just all of a sudden embodying that state of being. You don't have to keep practicing it or reminding yourself, you're actually just being it. And the other thing that stuck out that I really resonated with was Dr. Levy was talking about creating a lot of downtime for yourself, creating a lot of downtime in the day. He was saying in your life in general, we need, because this has been such an emotional and mental strain on a lot of people. And even if we are doing this work and feeling pretty good, like we've talked about before, we're all affected. We know this. We are all affected. Even if we're doing pretty good and whatever, collectively, our subconscious, we're looking at this stuff. It feels uncertain. Like we all know it's just weird. It's really weird. It's intense. We're going through all these different emotional ups and downs, energetic ups and downs. We've all been feeling it. So it really resonated with me because I know for myself, and I know for people that I talk to, that we've just been doing it naturally. Like you have to take a nap, or you have to go lay down, or you have to, or like I've been saying, I'm not talking a lot. I talk a lot when I get on here. Yeah, I know I can talk a lot, but I'm saying I haven't been talking to a lot of people. Like I just don't feel like it. I feel like conserving my energy. And yeah, I'll message or, sometimes a voice message or something like that. But actually talking, or seeing people, or, I think I'll say that in a second, but it's creating these pockets of downtime, thinking about that. And again, as we know, to give our nervous system, you know, just soothe it, to give our nervous system a chance to balance itself, right itself. I don't want to make it like something is wrong with us, because nothing is wrong with us. I'm saying that um, it's just a good thing for us to do. That's all I'm going to say. It's a good thing for us to do. It makes sense. And if you've been feeling it, what I'd like to say is go with how you're feeling, as always. But just remember, not to be nice to yourself. If you feel like you need to take a pause, or you don't want to talk to anybody, like try not to make a story like something's wrong with me, like something must be wrong with me, just in the way of like, I'm just recharging myself. I'm just making sure I'm charged up. I'm emotionally resilient. I'm balanced. I'm centered. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling joyful. I'm feeling in my state of being. You don't always have to feel joyful, but at least you are aware and you're in your center, right? So that makes sense. But I thought it was interesting because he mentioned it a lot. Said like in your day, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, some downtime. Because he said some people are just on this go, 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 go. And a lot of us, now people are working from home, and it's like this blend of everything is all in one place. And where do you go for your downtime? Whereas maybe before people were going into a job and then coming home, and that was like a separation. And now for a lot of people that isn't existing. So you have to build it in, and you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself. And the other thing that I was going to say though, with the downtime, and how I was saying I wasn't talking to a lot of people, but what I do really feel though, I do really feel that it is important for us to meet in person, to meet with people in person right now. Like if you can, which you can, and you know, there's people around you, or you can find some people, at least one people, two peoples, you know, find some peoples and meet with people in person. Because this other thing of separation, you know, we already have an illusion of separation, and like really, and now like a big illusion of separation, and now there's like been like a whole more than a year of like I've been saying since the beginning, like stay away from people, like sticker on the floor, stay over there, you know, like separate myself from you. Like it's all like, and again, to counteract that in our being, to reassure ourselves that we're safe, you're safe, you're safe, all is well. And you love, we're emotional beings. We're connected, emotional, electromagnetic, you know, be around people, talk to people, you know, get outside, say hi to the people that walk past you on the street or on a path or wherever you, on the beach, wherever you are. Like say hi to people, smile, big up your heart, make your heart space really big, you know, and just like I'm saying, I've said it, and I know we've been through this sort of like roller coaster, but now it's really almost in a, you know, an act of command, you know, like I decide. And I know we've said this, and inside most of us, we know that we're like, you know, we're connecting with people no matter what. At the same time, I feel like it has really affected us and have really affected a lot of people. So I think it's important that we decide and make it a real decision and do it. You know, like I want to meditate, have people meditate together, like meet with some people and let's meditate together, you know, outside or wherever. But I like to be outside, so we can be outside. But you know what I mean? So if you have people around you, or a few people that you can invite or have a meal with. But I think even you know, for us, do a little bit of a meditation or breathing or something together with intention and purpose, like we're smoothing this thing out. You know, we're not participating in divide and conquer. We're not picking sides. There's no sides. We're just creating a beautiful, loving existence with connection and community and good food and good things to do. You know, that's what we're here doing. And just, we got to remind ourselves there's nobody stopping us from doing that. Nobody is stopping us from doing that. So we got to do it. And I was, of course, I opened my big Neville book because that's what I like to do before I'm gonna talk, even though I don't think I really talk. It's the same thing. I mean, again, like I said, I marvel at the fact that these teachers, and especially Neville, because this is a lot of stuff, and this isn't even all of it, can say the same thing in so many different ways. Like it's so fascinating to me. It really is. And it hits different. Like it's the same thing, you know, it's the same thing, but you read it in a different way. You're like, oh, that hit different, you know, like, wow, live from the end. Yeah, I never heard that before. We've been hearing it the whole time. You've been hearing it the whole time. It's like you just, or feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And just one day you just like hear it and you're like, right, that I got it, you know, like it's weird, even me, like all these years. And I told you, I repeat and I repeat and I repeat and I repeat. And I'm like, wow, this is so fascinating. Okay, what is Jacqueline saying? Okay, you want to unmute yourself and tell us you opened your page to a book that's perfect. Okay, you're.
It's funny because it relates to what you're saying, but it also, of course, perfectly relates to my evening leading up to this. It's the Seed Time and Harvest, the Gift of Faith. And the part that my eyes sort of went to as soon as I flipped the page was, come, eat my bread and drink of the wind that I have mingled, forsake the foolish and live.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
yep.
do all of that. All of that. I like that. Um, yeah, like just do it. the the um the page that I opened to was from the book called Awakened Imagination and the Search. And the chapter is called Sealed Instructions. Sealed Instructions. And this again, like, look, okay? Like, listen to this, okay? We hear it, we hear it, we hear it in so many different ways. And we know the stuff. But then I read this and I'm like, yeah, like I'm just like, yes, okay? There is no stopping the man who can think from the end, the woman or the man that can think from the end. Nothing can stop her. She creates the means and grows her way out of limitation into ever greater and greater mansions of the Lord. It does not matter what she has been or what she is. All that matters is, what does she want? That's what I was thinking before. She knows that the world is a manifestation of the mental activity which goes on within herself. So she strives to determine and control the ends from which she thinks. In her imagination, she dwells in the end, confident that she shall dwell there in the flesh also. She puts her whole trust in the feeling of the wish fulfilled and lives by committing herself to that state, for the art of fortune is to tempt her to do so. So, like I'm saying, you know, life is a controllable thing. You can experience what you please once you realize that you are who you are and what you are by virtue of the state of consciousness from which you think and view the world. How many times do we got to hear it? Really? Right? I think every day. I think you really should hear it every day, read it every day, listen to it every day, think it every day. Last thing, Dr. Levy, same thing said, don't waste the time. Like every spiritual teacher, in this vein, in this way of, you are the creator, you are creating your experience, you are the operant power, talks about the time when you wake up and the time before you go to bed. Don't waste that time. Don't waste that time when you wake up. In our teachings, the Kabbalistic teachings, the esoteric wisdom, the first 7 minutes when you wake up are corresponded to the first 7 years of your life. And he says you can extend it out to 15 minutes. So I don't know if that means the first 15 years. I have no idea. However, what I'm saying is those 7 minutes when you wake up, but really like catch yourself as soon as you wake up. That's why we meditate as soon as we wake up, or before you even get out of the bed. Just stay there and dwell in that feeling. You could go to the end of the day, you could craft your day, you could go to the wish fulfilled, you could go to your state of being, but don't let that time pass you by. And at the end of the day as well, we can't state it enough. You could revise your day. You could revise some things. You could just get yourself into embody the state as you close your eyes and drift off to sleep. If you did nothing else, what do I always say? If you did nothing else, at least if you took advantage of those 2 times of your day, you would be good. And I'm saying, if we keep asking, what's our point here? What's your point here? I think to have an ease-filled life. And why wouldn't we spend as much time as we do on the dramas of the world and what's going on in the world, investigating what's going on in the world? What the heck are we doing? And you can't take a couple times, 2-3 times in the day to investigate what you want and then sit in that. And the more you do it, the less you're going to give your awareness and attention to anything else, because it just doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then if our point is, like I said, to have a peaceful, ease-filled, enjoyable, fun life, you can have it. And if that's not what you want, that's cool. Keep having your fun over there in the drama world. We'll be over here on the bliss train, and see you when we see you. With so much love, Okay, we're going to expand a little bit. We're just going to get ourselves into a space, just a little bit of breath, but You want to, again, this practicing this emotional resilience, we're putting ourselves in a way to practice sometimes a little bit of discomfort, right? It's a little uncomfortable, and you have to control your mind and you have to control your emotions. So we practice with that, expanding our container a little bit or a lot. So you're looking straight ahead, your tongue is up, resting point. You smile, which relaxes your nervous system. Open your heart, focus on your lungs and your heart, and inhale that light. Think about inhaling light into your chest, into your lungs, and hold the breath. Now inhale a little more. Expand it a little more. You keep your navel in, the air is going in your chest more. Try to relax your shoulders and think about expanding in all directions more. You can hold it more. Expand your container more. What are you making room for? More. A little bit more. More bliss. More bliss. Even if you're not breathing, do it more. One more. Now hold. Now squeeze root lock. Relax your shoulders. Open your heart. Smile. Squeeze that root lock. Activate yourself in your brain. Light. And exhale gracefully. Feel that wave of relief. Relax, surrender, let it go. Good. Again, looking straight ahead, smile, open focus. Inhale deep into the chest, hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more. Try and inhale into the back a little more, into the sides a little bit more, into the front, into the top, a little bit more. Try to soften a little more. One more. Now hold. Now squeeze that root lock. Squeeze it up. Squeeze your navel up. Squeeze your diaphragm up. Squeeze it up. Send that energy up into the brain. Pineal gland activated. Exhale gracefully. Relief. You can close your eyes. Relax. Dissolve. Merge. See if you can catch that wave of relief, of bliss. Looking straight ahead one last time. Smile. Inhale deep and hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more. A little bit more. In all directions, more. A little more. Expand that container more. A little bit more. One more. One more. One more. Hold. Now squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. Tight, tight, tight. Squeeze it up, up, up into the brain. And exhale gracefully. Close your eyes. Breathe easy, relax, dissolve. Keep your awareness expanded to the infinite potential, infinite possibilities. Who do you say that you are? Let's connect to the power of our word, of our sound, and remembering, again, what I've been saying with your intention, your sound, there's no barriers to your sound, just like there's no barriers to your thoughts, to your energy. So when we're bringing our sound out into the world, think about, especially, we're going to use the seed sound zo for the throat, for the thyroid, for communication, for your word to penetrate. Think about harmonizing your entire existence with your word. You can do that. Think about it going everywhere, spreading the light in your entire existence through all time, space, dimension, and reality, bringing light, bringing love. Inhale and hold the breath. Rub the palms, get some energy. Inhale more. Good. Bring your wrists together. Exhale. Bring your wrists in front of the throat. The hands are reflecting onto your face, bringing your heart energy onto your face. You're going to use your full breath. The sound is zo. So you buzz like the bees of summer. Zo. Nice and long, okay? Inhale to begin 3 times. Harmonizing, inhale. time, full breath. Inhale deep, hold the breath. Pull root lock if you can. Bring the energy up to your heart. Feel it in your hands, feel it on your face. Bringing that heart energy on your face. Beauty, light, love. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the hands, sweep them up. Gather up all the light. Exhale through the mouth, press down. Cover yourself with light 2 more times. Inhale, gather it up. Stretch. And exhale through the mouth. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Cover yourself. Good. We're going to do sitali through your taco tongue or your little sippy mouth. Soothing, cool air. It's good for the liver. It's good for when it's hot out. It's good for if you have any heat, any anger, any frustration. Let's use index finger pointing up. This is also good for prosperity. Everything is symbols. Everything is symbols. This is Jupiter, represents Jupiter. Finger together, like we're going up, expanding, and you're cooling down the liver. You're processing the emotions that are getting in the way of causing BS, okay? So inhaling, soothing, you're doing a full deep breath, inhaling through the tongue. You're gonna hold a second or two, and you exhale through the nose. Inhaling through the tongue, and exhale through the nose. Inhale 1 more time through the tongue. Pull the tongue, swallow. Exhale, nose. Inhale, nose. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Inhale more. Inhale some more. Hold your breath. Shake your wrist, shake your wrist. And exhale. Let it go. Inhale and exhale. Good. Last breath we'll do. Yes breath. So again, we're going to transmute. We're going to take that energy from your lower centers and you're going to inhale. And as you inhale, you bring it up. You think about bringing it up energetically as you lift your chin and you hold the breath. So you're bringing the energy up right to that point, nape of your neck, pineal gland. And then as you exhale, you're seeing it just gently release and come back down. So bringing it up the back, down the front if you want. You don't have to get fancy. It really is just thinking about bringing all of that creative sexual force that is so potent. You're bringing it up the spine and you're bringing it into your brain. So your hands can be in Gyan Mudra, your my will, I, folding to the divine will on your lap or wherever's comfortable with you. Your chin starts tucked. So once again, you can do so many things. When your chin is tucked like that, you're exposing that notch at the nape of your neck. That right there is like a secret door in Kabbalah. But you can think about just taking the light of the sun in through that nape of your neck and activating, always activating that pineal gland in there, just with your intention. So our chin is tucked. You take the light in, you inhale. You're going to hold the breath. You pull root lock if you can, really pull it and pull the energy up as you lift your chin. And we're going to hold it for the mantra. And then when it finishes, we exhale and let it go and start again and get all the air out. When you're exhaling slowly, everything's slow. We're slowing our breath rate down 2 breaths a minute. So really relaxes our nervous system. I'll tell you when. Tuck the chin. Inhale deep. Hold the breath. Chin comes up, root lock, and hold.
God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is good. Good is God. God is health. Health is God. God is strength. Strength is God. God is life. Life is God.
Exhaling slowly, chin comes down. Exhale, 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 all the air out. Inhale deep. Hold the breath, root lock, chin comes up and hold.
God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is good. Good is God. God is health. Health is God. God is strength. Strength is God. God is life. Life is God. Ar, infinite substance.
Exhaling down. You're going to go on your own.
Waheguru. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is good. Good is God. God is health. Health is God. God is strength. Strength is God. God is life. Life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is good. Good is God. God is health. Health is God. God is strength. Strength is God. God is life. Life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is love. God is wise. God is kind. God is good. God is good. Good is God. God is health. Health is God. God is strength. Strength is God. God is life. Life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru.
Inhale, center. And exhale. Just sitting quietly. Notice what you notice. Feel yourself expanded, merged, dissolved, relaxed, surrendered, at ease, safe, loved, fully supported. You're going to bring your hands on your heart in honor of Father's Day. Just tuning into that divine masculine energy within us, in the world, in our relationships, in our surroundings. And just feeling so much forgiveness and love. Decide. What is the state of being? What is your state of being? Who do you say that you are in relation to this divine masculine energy? How do you want to show up? What do you claim about this energy and how it expresses in yourself and in the world? Just stay in your heart. We're going to chant Hari Om. It's really easy. Hari Om, Hari Om. It's Hari Om. Hari, Hari Om. Those are all the words. You'll hear it. You'll hear how it goes. Just stay in your heart. Feel the softness, the love, the nurturing, the appreciation, any forgiveness, anything you want to heal. Just embody that state of being and know that it is done. And use your voice to harmonize your existence.
Hari Om.
Hold the breath. See and feel that harmony within you and all around you, and exhale, connecting to that pattern of perfection. Connecting to your state of being, to your calm confidence, to your knowingness. I am. I am. Feeling that love in your heart, the love for all beings, those we know, those we don't know, those we see, those we don't see, those we like, those we think we don't like, finding the love for them all. Our gratitude for everything we know, everything we don't know, everything we have, everything we don't have or think we don't have. Finding that gratitude, that love for life, your love for this existence, for this experience, for this opportunity to claim your power, to know who you are. Bring your hands to prayer, covering yourself in the blankets of love, peace, and light. Inhale to begin. Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Inhale, peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Inhale. Light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Inhale for Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you guys. So be it, so it is. It is done.